Many times it has happened that many people's ancestors connect with me while doing the reading.
And how does it integrate into even everyday life for people?
Tarot is basically sharing energy with the cards. It is a card and it helps you to know yourself very well. I just connect the cards with their energy and then I ask cards, what is happening? And when cards says and opens up so beautifully like a book, then people get surrender. Like, how do you know about it?
How to break out of the codependencies and create that more sovereign kind of relationships, right?
You are calling one person again and again and you are sharing each and everything with that person, and if you are taking advice from that person and then you're doing what exercise that person has said you to do, then you are emotionally dependent. You have to figure out whether you are emotionally dependent or not.
Yeah,
And
loneliness and depression is the real COVID actually.
yes, because they are a male member, they are not allowed to speak.
Simple practice for both men, women, all generations that they can do from today that will really help them implement maybe small steps in the journey towards, let's say, self-realization.
They should do 10 random gratitude practice for them, 5 for themselves and 5 for like universe.
Megha, welcome on Raw and Unfiltered. Really happy
Thank
to
you.
have you here. Yeah,
Same
so
here.
we'll start with the basics. Just tell us a bit about you and where are you at, and just simple stuff, and then we'll go more deep.
Okay. So, yes, I'm Megha Agrawal and I'm a tarot reader. I'm a spiritual therapist and I am born and brought up in Patna. It is a state in Bihar. And also, so basically, I started my journey from tarot. And I was a student of fashion business management. I was doing my college.
Where are you based now?
I'm based in Patna right now.
Okay, you're in
Yeah.
Patna. Amazing. I've never been there, but I really want to visit Bihar actually. Yeah.
So it's a very good place. So people say, oh, it's Bihar, but Gautam Buddha is, has taken his enlightenment over here. And,
Yeah.
I
Other
think
guys
we,
from
we
there
are
so
we are
much.
very rich. We are very rich in food quality also. So there are few things that is specially grown in Bihar and it is exported
Okay,
all over
let's
the
start
world.
with this. Can you please debunk the myths around Bihar, and people have such perceptions of Bihar as some backward, place in the world. But please first debunk some myths about Bihar, because coming from
Of
you, it will
course.
right away set the tone of.
Yeah, so the first myth is Biharis are very backward and they don't know how to talk and how to behave. But this is just a myth. There is some, every state has its own language. So we have our own language. So because of that tone, people say like that. But deep down, they are very loyal. They are very hardworking. In fact, they're very healthy also. जब कोरोना भी
I
आया
mean,
था,
they're the reason India has the whole infrastructure.
yes,
Actually,
yes,
I mean,
yes,
the most hardworking people out there in
yes,
India.
yes.
So,
There are like lots of IAS, mathematicians,
yes,
all the low grade, very hardworking people like labor class, वो भी यहीं से
yes,
मिलते हैं. और high
yes,
grade, higher educations, सारे अच्छे SP, IAS सारे यहीं से निकलते हैं. So
right.
Bihar is a very rich state.
So why did this perception, where did it come from? Like who created this perception of Biharis as some, not nice, or not, sorry, some backward people or people who don't know what they're doing, this kind of stuff.
I think maybe because of Lalu Yadav. When he was controlling our state, हमारे स्टेट का नाम बहुत ज्यादा खराब हो गया था एंड वी गाइज ऑल्सो सफर्ड अ लॉट. उस टाइम हम लोग बहुत छोटे थे बट वी हैव सीन आवर पेरेंट्स सफरिंग.
Right.
So when he went out and other prime minister, your CM came and things started gradually changing and things got better. Right now everything is fine. We have everything in Bihar. We can go outside. Girls can go take a ride. Like we go alone at night also, and it's absolutely safe over here.
It's completely safe. Okay, so this is a
Yes.
big myth. People think Bihar
Yes.
is not safe.
It is. It is safe. Earlier, I remember when I was like 7, 8 years old, my dad used to come home till 7 o'clock. We were not allowed to go out after 7 because of all the criminal attempts that happened here. But right now, it's absolutely safe. And
Nice. And is there like a, because Bihar, as you mentioned, Gautam Bodh Gaya is there, of course. Nalanda was from there. This ancient
yes,
history of
yes,
Bihar actually.
Golghar
So,
is here. Yeah.
so is there a, because I haven't been there, that's why I want to understand from you. Is there a revival happening in Bihar? Not just economically, of course, it's happening, but also spiritually, culturally, people remembering, reawakening. Are you seeing on ground and also in all aspects of society in Bihar? Is there like a revival of Bihar's culture, traditions, spirituality happening?
Yeah, it is happening. I'm seeing that there's lots of awareness between the people, between our society also. I'm seeing that people are coming back to Bihar and, settling down here, taking care of father's business, family business, and also girls are coming and getting married here. Earlier, they never wanted to come here and get settled. They are getting married here and they're absolutely fine and happy. I can see that they hold lots of healing therapies going on and small meets going on in small events related to awakening and related to grounding and also making playing with mud and doing some craft. That things are happening over here. So everything is developing in terms of business, also in terms of spirituality, also in terms of circle, also everything is happening here. People do house party over here. So I don't think we are missing on anything. Of course, जो space का difference होता है वो है, but we enjoy a lot and we are very calm and relaxed over here. Everything is grounded, सब कुछ पास में है. We don't have to ride for 2 hours to just go to GK and have that momos. So it's everything nearby, yeah.
Yeah.
And you will have best samosas over here and best golgappa. I can bet that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Somehow I've not been able to make it there, even though Bodh Gaya is obviously on my
Yeah, many people
uh,
come. Yeah.
other places as well. I want to visit. There's so many ancient sites in Bihar. So like now you have gotten me hooked. I think it's my first step. My initiation into Bihar has happened now. Yeah, but it's very nice to hear this. Yeah, because people don't know, but so many yogis from Bihar. I mean, people were going to Bihar so much back in the day because of all these yogis who were there, and they are the
Yeah.
ones who took so much knowledge to different parts of the world, not just different parts of India. They took it to Tibet, they took it to
Yes.
Himalayas, and it all went from
Yes.
here, Bihar. So it's quite amazing. It's great to hear that this is happening in Bihar. So let's start with your journey. Like, how did
Perfect.
your awakening happen, and where were you? Were you in Bihar, and what were you doing before?
No, I was not in Bihar. So basically, how it started from my childhood, I was very much eager into, listening stories of God and from my dadi, and I was very much into these things, listening about spirits and discovery में वो series देखना जहाँ पे second life मिलती है. I was very much into it. And then I went to Delhi to do my graduation, and I opted fashion business management. And I was like, okay, but I don't want to open a boutique or something. I want to do something different. I want to do something big. I don't want to do every person is doing. Then my partner, that right now he's my husband, but that time we were dating each other. He suggested me, why don't you go to tarot reading? I think you can do that in a very good manner. And I was like, do you really think that? Because I don't have any family history who is into this field. Then I started with my tarot journey, and then I never looked back. Then I started with healing, angels, numerology, crystals.
Since tarot?
It's been more than 12 years.
Okay.
Right now.
So if you
Yeah.
can share with us more about the complexity of tarot in simplified ways and how it relates to practical reality, even for somebody, let's say, who thinks it's like, oh, it's just cards and it's what is this woohoo waha kind of thing. If you can narrow it down for those people in mind to how what is tarot, your work with it, how do you see it, and how does it integrate into even everyday life of people. So please enlighten us more. Think of it as you're addressing somebody who's like doesn't understand tarot at all, has no idea, and
Yeah.
from that level of understanding.
So, tarot is basically my friend. When I started with tarot is basically sharing energy with the cards. It is a card and it helps you to know yourself very well. When I started my journey, I studied all the cards, I studied all the patterns, but then also I felt that something is missing. I'm not giving my 100% after studying so much. Then I start connecting with the cards, taking the cards, holding it, talking to it, and you will feel the energy. And what is my USP when I do the reading? I never let people speak about it, like speak about themselves at the first. I just connect the cards with their energy and then I ask cards what is happening in their life. And when cards says and opens up so beautifully like a book, then people get surrender. Like, how do you know about it that these things are going with me? Deep down. And what is the best thing in tarot reading is tarot will scan your energy, like today's energy. आपके फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है 10 साल बाद, कोई मत। आज आप क्या सोच रहे हो, आज आपकी विल पावर कैसी है, आज की एनर्जी से कल आप क्या करोगे, आप क्या चेंज करोगे तो आपकी लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा होगा या बुरा होगा, वो बताता है। सो इट कनेक्ट्स विथ यू अकॉर्डिंग टू योर एनर्जी. If you are just thinking like I want to do big, I want to maintain a good health, but from inside you are not putting your willpower to do it, then tarot will say it very clearly that you are not working hard. I receive so many readings where people are like, parents are like, मेरा बच्चा ये पास कर जाए, you do something कि इसका एग्जाम निकलेगा कि नहीं निकलेगा, then cards reveals कि उनका बच्चा तो पढ़ ही नहीं रहा है. That's the minor thing that card says, and people get shocked that I did not share about this thing. How does she know? Then it becomes a story. It's a pure storytelling process, counseling process where you get to know your own worth. Like, what can you do? I believe that every person has their own speciality, own power, own motivation. But the thing is, few are lazy, few are unaware, few doesn't want to do work. So cards reveal all those things and I motivate them, and
Basically,
then they connect with me.
the subconscious onto the conscious, right? The
Correct.
archetypes, all the subconscious that are playing in the background that they may not be aware of. Maybe they're aware of but are not able to deal with it or figure it out. And then you take it into a
Yes.
counseling kind of session because you got
Yes.
the main subconscious aspects, right? Now, for
Yes.
people, let's say, who are not able to logically relate to this, how would you break this down in terms of a framework? Like, how does tarot, like the power of tarot, how is it able to get this energy and get the subconscious out onto the conscious?
Like, you are asking how tarot works, right?
Yeah,
You are
like
asking that.
where is this tarot energy coming from?
So-
how is this tarot so intelligent? Tarot cards where it's able to,
How it's so transparent and it talks
how
so
is
much.
it able to
So
like-
basically, we have three minds. We have one physical mind, we have one subconscious mind, and then we have meta mind,
yeah,
universal mind. So the tarot is meta science. It taps the universal mind for you. Then it connects with universe. And when I do the reading, I surrender myself that I am connecting for this person to the card, to the universe.
so you
and
become
I'm-
your vessel. You come into
Yes.
like empty mind space and consciousness.
Yes, I'm a channel.
So the energy
Yes.
can
Whatever is coming out of my mouth, it's not mine, it's universe message.
right. So the person coming in front of you then is like a reflection, correct?
Yes.
So their meta mind, let's say, gets, so basically the energy is moving through you into the other person, and their meta mind, like their consciousness is reflecting, and then the energy starts connecting to all the places where there's blockages in the other
Yes.
person.
So whatever is right for that person, that energy connects with me. I get the messages through the cards also, and then I convey those messages to the people. Many times it has happened that many people's ancestors connect with me while dreaming. Then I ask them like, have you lost someone? Then the people said, yes, my mother, my brother, whatever. Then I convey the message ki wo, don't do this,
Right.
don't be in
So when
grief.
did
And
you realize that you have the ability to be a vessel and a channel and a connector, and what we call shamanic in many terms, the ability to be that vessel? When did you realize like this is your function, let's say, or a gift that you need to share with the world, or act on, not even sharing, act on, and it becomes a sharing? When did you realize that?
so when I started learning tarot, then that was the time. And I was like, this is my thing. I just love it. I can do tarot while sleeping also. And I can do healing while, moving the car, driving. Many people call me, I need SOS healing, I need emergency, this things happen. I'm like, okay, fine. Sometimes it happens, koi agar hospital mein hai, I need to give emergency healing to the person. And that happens beautifully. So I can walk and I can do the tarot. I'm so comfortable with it.
But
So
when did
when
you
I
realize this?
started, yeah, that time only. When I started, then that's
Right
when like
away.
this is my thing. My father said, "Beta, don't do this. I'm very scared of these things." है ना? Then I was like, "No, Baba, I'm not going to leave this. This is my thing. I got it. I just received this as my blessing. I'm not going to step back." Then when he saw that I'm doing good, people are getting help. Now he says, "You do my healing also."
Right.
So that's the transformation.
Right. I want to ask you, you said something interesting, because in today's India, and this is one of the aspects that, I feel like we're here to also revive again in India, because, anciently we are this like sophisticated spiritual civilization. And now in the modern day India, after all this colonization, blah, 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 like we have this older generation who's completely disconnected from it in so many ways, and feels like, let's say, a simple modality like tarot is like, oh, what is this, blah blah blah. What do you think got them out of it so much, that simple aspect like a tarot or energy and all these things, which have become alien to the modern civilization of India?
So basically, I think it is all about awareness. People are very much inclined towards astrology, but people are changing their mind. Social media, Instagram, every person is seeing that कुछ cards वाला तो होता है, कुछ पत्ते होते हैं, और उससे हमें कुछ बताया जाता है. Because of Astro Talk also, people are very much aware. They just go for 1 minute, 2 minute reading. And I think when they experience it, suppose there are 10 people, 10 out of 5 people will experience it, and 4 people will believe and 1 person will not believe. और जो 5 लोग हैं जिन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस नहीं किया, they will just keep on scrolling and seeing. 2 लोगों को बिल्कुल ट्रस्ट नहीं होगा कि ये सब मेरे काम का चीज नहीं है, सब फालतू है. बट जो 3 लोग हैं वो देखते रहेंगे, बट उनको वो एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करना है. बट जो 50% ऑफ द पीपल हैं जिन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस किया, जिन्होंने अपने लाइफ में चेंजेस देखा, जिनको कनेक्ट हुआ, then they start believing it. Then they do word of mouth कि आप भी कराओ. So this is the way how we are, we have shifted from Indian food to Italian food. We like Italian food also. Now people are moving towards Korean food. So same transition is happening here. From Vastu and astrology, they are moving to Western culture also. Because it's very handy. And it is not scary. I never do scary readings. कि आपका ये लिखा हुआ है, आपका ये हो जाएगा, आपके घर में ऐसा हो जाएगा, वैसा. I never do this. I believe in willpower. I believe in karma. You can change anything in the world. Yes, life and death is not in your hand. Otherwise, you can do anything, whatever you believe. So no future is fixed. No future is predicted. There are some circumstances that if you will choose this will happen. If you will choose this might happen. Then उसमें कुछ precautions आएंगे, उसमें कुछ guidance भी आएंगे. If you will take care of that, then you will achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
right?
So there are some questions that Pratibha, my manager, has shared, and I think these are questions that you can bring some light to for people to
Okay.
have more guidance in their life, right? So one aspect is because there's so many people, like spirituality has become such a big industry now, right? So there's this spiritual awakening part and there's this escapism part, and it's all part of the journey. It's not good or bad. We're not doing anything here to judge people. We're
Yeah.
just basically having a reflection based conversation so that maybe somebody will listen to this and they will get something from it which will help them piece the puzzle in their journey, right? So many
Yep.
people confuse spirituality with running away from reality. So how do you see this? How do you help them, or not help them, how do you bring them understanding to a spiritual awakening versus escapism kind of mindset?
I totally respect the mindset of every person because I believe there are stages of soul.
Yes.
We take birth many times,
Yes.
and every soul's motive is to reach to Paramatma.
Yes.
So we are Atma.
Consciously or
born-
unconsciously, that's where.
Yes.
Yes.
So जितना जन्म लेने की जरूरत है आप उतने ही जन्म. So when we take birth, when we come out of परमात्मा एज आत्मा को पूरी साइकिल कंप्लीट करनी है, पूरा मैच करना, फिर से परमात्मा में मर्ज होना है. तो उसमें सारे सोल्स इनिशियली नॉन बिलीवर होते हैं. विद द एक्सपीरियंस एंड एनलाइटमेंट धीरे वो एनलाइटमेंट में आते हैं. वो थोड़े मीडियम बनते हैं, कभी मानते हैं कभी नहीं मानते. हमारा भी वो टाइम रहा होगा किसी. फिर वो बिलीवर्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं. फिर बहुत लोग मोक्ष की तरफ जाते हैं. सो दिस इज अ स्टेज. तो जो लोग अभी नॉन बिलीवर है या जिनको ये चीजें समझ में नहीं आती है, किसी ना किसी जन्म में जरूर आएगा. कुछ ना कुछ उनका एक्सपीरियंस ऐसा होगा, कुछ उनको अर्ज होगी कि मैं ये स्टडी करूं, मैं उसकी हेल्प कर दूं, तो उससे उनका एनलाइटमेंट होगा. तो देयर इज नो एस्केपिज्म. मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगी कि वो भाग रहे हैं, उनका वो टाइम नहीं आया है.
But this is an interesting question I want to ask you is, because so many people are seeking nowadays and they're looking for experiences and different modalities to, let's say, connect more with God in simple way. And there are many people, not to compare, but basically there are people who have integrated all of this. They understand, they've gone through that journey. They're even like simply as this conversation, let's say, maybe somebody is in a certain place in their life and they need something that they get from this conversation, and it brings something in their journey which brings them an integration right away. You know what I mean? Like you can say divine.
कुछ ऐसा फील होता है जिससे वो ड्रॉप एसेंस है, जिससे उनका गेट खुल जाता है basically.
Like a divine intervention, because in
yes,
like the whole, basically the guru concept got so distorted in last like centuries in India because people started thinking guru is a person, guru is a place, or all these things, without realizing it's a bridge to divine. It's basically a being who's already connected and you're just seeing the divine through them, and it's just that.
Yeah.
So they are basically cutting down your timelines of that.
They're helping you to reach there where you are supposed to reach, right?
No, I'm asking you that how does that process work where many souls who are on this journey, but then some souls just appear in their journey and they act like divine intervention, and somehow this person, they go from zero straight to God. It's like that divine grace intervention. So I'm asking you, how that in your eyes, how do you see that mechanism, and how would you communicate that mechanism to, let's say, somebody who you're calling a non-believer, but tomorrow they have an experience, they meet somebody or they hear something and right away they have that experience of like God, and they're like, ye kya tha? And then the awakening begins, and then they start going through the whole catharsis and karma start releasing, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, this happens with many people. I think it is all written. Like I come from a background where I have never seen any astrologer in my family. There was no tarot reader. There was just Bhagwan and puja and going to Ganga Ji and doing all the puja part. So I have never seen all these study happening in my family. Ramayana, yeah, Ramayana पढ़ा जा रहा है, सब हो रहा है. So I also meet many people. Many people come to me कि मेरे को believe नहीं है, but मेरे को help चाहिए. I want to help myself. या वो इंसान मुझे तंग करता है मेरे घर में. You know, many people come to me like this कि मैं उस इंसान से परेशान. So what happened? Only counseling, awakening, and awareness. These three things help. अगर वो काउंसलिंग और अवेयरनेस से समझते हैं, अगर वो खुद से प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, तो उनको वो डिवाइन इंटरफेरेंस फील होता है. बट इट इज अ वेरी हार्ड प्रोसेस. इट इज नॉट लाइक केक ऑन लाइक वॉक ऑन अ केक. इट इज नॉट एट ऑल. You need to do practice every day. After 12 years of this practice, I also force myself every day and do the practice.
Basically daily sadhana.
Daily meditation karna, sadhana karna, like doing meditation for 2 hours every day continuously, and doing forgiveness practices, doing healings. It needs discipline. And many people comes and they change their life into a beautiful book by listening to the words. And I also suggest people to read books of like B.K. Shivani, maybe The Secret, depending on their, requirement, what they need. So when you were calling and messaging me, I was talking to one of my clients who were like, just crying about daughter-in-law. So daughter-in-law nahi aati hai aapko tang karne. That is the soul who came to make you emotionally stronger.
Yeah.
है ना? So वो awareness की जरूरत होती है.
In simple aspects, if I were to put it as an integration, it's like don't see this other person who is kind of troubling you as a way that they're troubling you, but see what is being troubled in you, and that needs healing or that needs awareness.
They are like a mirror. See, Karthik, what happens is we choose every people of our family and friends and community and everything. Before taking birth, we do a like blueprint हमें मिलता है कि तुम्हारी लाइफ ऐसे 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 होनी है. Are you agreeing or you want something else? To clear our karma. Fine? So we agree we choose our mother, father, brother, sister, in-laws, friends, community. Everything is our decision. But when we take birth, वो हम लोग भूल जाते हैं. क्योंकि याद रहेगा तो हम लोग गलती नहीं करेंगे ना. हम लोग अपने आप को पावरफुल नहीं बनाएंगे ना. So to heal the soul, that soul comes and give you trouble कि आप इमोशनली स्ट्रांग हो. आप एक चीज अपने लाइफ में प्रैक्टिस करके देखना. आपको कोई ना कोई तो होगा जो आपको बहुत तंग करता होगा, जिससे आप इरिटेट होते हो. Have you? Do you have any person?
मैं अब सबसे मुक्त हो गया.
That's good. That's good. I think then you are on your way.
मैं तंग नहीं होता, सब मुझसे तंग हो जाते हैं.
तो जो इंसान तंग होते हैं ना, अगर वो उनको फॉरगिव कर दे, सरेंडर कर दे कि ये मेरे को इमोशनली स्ट्रांग होने को सिखा रहा है, आई एम स्ट्रांग, दैट पर्सन कांट पिंग मी, वो उनको तंग करना बंद कर देगा अपने आप एज अ सोल. आई थिंक यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, व्हाटएवर आई एम टॉकिंग राइट नाउ. So that is why you are, smiling like this. Okay, ये तो मेरे साथ हुआ है.
Yeah. So let's talk about relationships, because this is a big one these days. The old is breaking so much, the new is not fully formed. There's so many different ideologies, interference of social media and all these things. So I personally feel people are very confused, and of course there's certainly a lot of trauma and all these aspects there as well, not denying that. But then how, from your understanding, how do you see, and I'm talking more specifically intimate relationship, and then going into the other relationships that you were talking about just now, like can you bring more light into this particular subject, and how are you seeing the patterns emerging in your consulting sessions and even in your own life? And because this is, I feel, ultimately it's human relationships that are the ultimate reflectors of where we are truly at internally, right? That's what I truly believe in. So how do you see this? How do you work with this? How do you kind of also integrate this in your sessions with everybody?
So basically what happened is, when right now in our society everything is getting delayed. Earlier, our parents got married at like 19, 20 years, 22 years. Right now, people are getting married after 26. So, all the body cycle is already started, but nothing is happening. People are not getting married. So, they are falling into a wrong relationship because of the hormonal changes 80% of the time. And 20% of the
When you say
people,
wrong relationship, what do you mean?
so it's just, it is all the body hormones that changes, and you want to have some physical relationship with, because of this biological cycle, you want to have some relationship. Then, because of that urge, you go into a relationship and you see that you are emotionally fulfilled, but actually you're not aware. Then you realize, ये इंसान मेरे, we are not into same, thoughts, we are not compatible. Then you do the breakup, then you get married, then you get married to another person. फिर वो divorce हो जाता है. Why? The frequency of divorce is increasing because of delay in marriage. And also, what I believe, this is an emotional connection. It is two soul, two body getting together. But if you are not taking that relationship very seriously, if you are not connected internally from soul aspect, then you will face problems.
How do, like, what's the mechanism of people to, let's say, ensure that soul connection is there? First, to understand if it's even there. Second, because people are so caught up in the matter now. They're just caught up in desires, they're caught up in impulses, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it's anything wrong. It's
Yeah.
just, let's say, for people who are truly looking for a deep, soulful, nourishing relationship, how can they be in one? What is the way to be in one? Like, what are
See, I think I'll just take my example, what I have seen and what I have experienced. So, I was in the school when my boyfriend looked at me and he's like, okay, she's the one I want to get married. When I was in 8th standard. So, this is soul connection. Yeah, so this is soul connection. This was the divine energy that helped him to choose me. And it was our relationship and soul connection that we took our relationship so long and we got married. So it is not a short and easy journey because we were a kid, and when you grow, you transform. Still, if you are liking that person, because you have to give your 100%. So
But
we
there's so many
transform.
moments where you don't like the person.
Yeah, exactly.
The person.
That is what I'm talking about, transformation. We transform. We don't like each other many times. But
Yeah.
eventually we come back because it's a soul couple. It was meant to be together. We never broke up. It is, I'll not say that we never fought. We fight a lot. अभी भी हम लोग बहुत लड़ाई करते. So many people face divorce and multiple relationship because of some learning. उनका अपना कर्मा भी होता है. Many people always tackle with bad boss क्योंकि उनका उनके साथ भी कर्मा है. तो ये कुछ कॉमन प्रॉब्लम्स है. एक बार अगर किसी का ब्रेकअप हुआ तो उसको सेम प्रॉब्लम हर रिलेशनशिप में होता है बिकॉज वो इंसान अपने अंदर को चेंज नहीं कर रहा.
Same loops.
Yes, the pattern is not, until unless you will not break the pattern, you will attract same person, same sort of person in your life again and again.
This is, I feel, it's such a simple understanding.
Yeah,
But people are not realizing this.
not realizing, and I have many hundreds of people
Why do you
breaking
think,
this pattern.
why do you think this is happening? Why are people not realizing the simple aspect to be like,
See, the life
the
is,
form is not going to change your life?
yes, life is very fast, and they don't want to work on themselves. It needs time, it needs hard work, it needs attention, it needs awareness. दूसरे को blame करना is very easy. दूसरे को guide करना का, जैसे मैं गुस्सा हुई हूँ, तुम्हारे वजह से I am sad, तुम्हारे वजह से I am not able to grow. Blame game is very easy.
So
But
basically,
working on
victim
yourself.
consciousness. Victim consciousness.
Yes.
Megha, do you think this is a global phenomenon but more prominent in India? Because it's definitely very prominent in India right now. This,
No, it's outside also. I have so many people, they are facing the
Everywhere.
same problem.
so this
Yes,
is happening
yes.
everywhere. Now,
Everywhere. Office politics is
Global.
very common.
from global lens, like if we are to observe this phenomenon going on in the world, let's say Earth, why do you think this is happening this way? Because there must be a reasoning behind it, right? Like reasoning as in it's happening not good or bad, it's happening. So many souls, let's say their journeys are being elongated, they're repeating the same patterns again and again and again, and until they don't even realize that they're suffering because of their own doing in some ways.
Yes.
They're not able to take that
Yes.
accountability. They're not able to realize that they are the creators and manifestors and observers of their reality, right? They have that power. What is holding them back to realize this?
Because everybody wants result instantly. मुझे ये चीज ठीक करके दे दो आप. Everybody comes and say,
Go deeper into this, please.
yeah. So I told you, like people doesn't want to work on themselves. वो हमारा बेस नहीं है. जब हम लोग आप अगर और पहले के टाइम जाओ, 100 साल पहले चले जाओ, पेरेंट्स हमारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स छोटे थे, एवरीथिंग वाज सो ग्राउंडेड. आपको खुद से अपना काम करना है, आपको अच्छे से बात करना, आपको खेलना है, यू नो यू हैव टू मीट डिफरेंट पीपल, जॉइंट फैमिली में रहना. आप अगर 20 लोग तो अपने आप 200 की आदत हो जाएगी. बट अभी हम लोग कैसे रहते हैं? 3 people in a family or 4 people. This also affect a lot. अगर आपको की आदत है, आप ऑफिस में 100 लोगों से रह सकते हो, क्योंकि तो आपको अपने स्पेस में रहने की आदत है.
Right?
Yes.
Hyper individual, and this tech-driven society has created a lot of
Yes.
intolerance.
So we are so much inclined towards phone and internet. So we just meet people to vent out, and we just need our own time, and we just keep on. Many people keep on scrolling. They don't work on themselves. Self-work is very important. Also, I have seen many childhood traumas for this issue. Many 80% of the thing is childhood trauma. उसके वजह से लोगों का रिलेशन भी खराब होता है, उनके हेल्थ इश्यूज भी आती है, मेंटल इशू भी आती है, और घर की हार्मनी और पीस भी डिस्टर्ब बहुत होती है.
Can you go
Childhood
deeper
trauma.
into this? Like what kind
Like
of
what
childhood
happened is earlier what happens, सब लोग अपने घर में इतने बिजी होते थे कि एक बच्चा बहुत प्यार से बड़ा हो जाता था, यू नो, काम करना है, बिजनेस करना है. अभी क्या होता है, पेरेंट्स की फाइट अगर वो देख लिए, अपने घर में कोई लड़ाई देख लिए, या बॉडी शेमिंग हो गई, तो उनको समझाने वाला कोई नहीं था उस टाइम. अभी तो बहुत अवेयरनेस बढ़ गई है. वी टेक केयर ऑफ आवर किड वेरी ब्यूटीफुली. उस टाइम के पेरेंट्स उस टाइम के हिसाब से करते थे, बट दे वर नॉट वेरी ओपन विद द किड्स, नो, दे नेवर टॉक्ड एवरीथिंग जो हम लोग आज अपने बच्चों के साथ बात करते हैं. उतना ट्रस्ट होता था दूसरों पे. यू वोंट बिलीव, आई हैव सीन सो मेनी केसेस वेयर फैमिली मेंबर इज टेकिंग एडवांटेज ऑफ द स्मॉल किड ऑफ द हाउस, और वो बच्चा क्योंकि वो रिलेटिव है जो कर रहा है, मेरे माँ बाप मानेंगे नहीं. तो ये सारी चीजों की वजह से भी चाइल्डहुड ट्रॉमा बहुत. इफ द मदर इज अनवेल, नोबडी इज टेकिंग केयर ऑफ मदर. व्हाट चाइल्ड इज सीइंग, ध्यान नहीं रखा जाता.
Another side to this, where parents have become maybe too possessive of children, and children are not able to have that emotional accountability, emotional tolerance as well. There's always two sides to the coin in all stories.
Yes, there is two sides. So
Other side nowadays is, first of all, people are not having that many children, especially like higher stratas of
Yeah.
society, right? And if they're having, it's
Yeah.
like one child.
one,
In cities,
yes,
they're growing in like cubicles, right? There's no playing
Yes.
out, and they're like
Exactly.
on phones with AI algorithms, like cyborgs
Yes.
from kids. They don't even, so it's like they're cyborgs, right? So this is a different kind of challenge, where the humanity is coming into question. And I see this, like, one thing I really see, and this is very prominent now, that people's emotional tolerance for others have gone down dramatically. Like they just want good experience,
Yes.
that they're chasing this like good
Yeah.
experience, and they're not able
Yeah.
to like manage the bad, so they're not able to work through things that need. I mean, there are times where just you have to pass on, move on, yes, but there are times where you can work through things, right? So like
Yeah.
the emotional capacity is not there. It's not even their fault. It's just the emotional capacity is not there to work through things, because that's how they're being raised now.
everything has two sides, as you said, good and bad. Right now, few parents are becoming very possessive towards the kids, जिसके चलते बच्चे बहुत fragile हो जा रहे हैं. They are looking towards the parents every time. If they are falling, then also they are looking at the parents, and they are not able to, make their own life. After marriage also, they're like, Mummy, what should I do? Father, what should I do? They're like that. Yeah, I've seen many families doing that.
You think this
But
is
few
like,
people,
but
Yeah.
from your like, let's say, Bihar focus, do you think considering Bihar is where people are very empowered actually, because these are the guys who are full power building the country. So how much you think this influence of this kind of culture is taking shape in, let's say, Bihar, for example, where you work primarily?
In Bihar, still house is run by head of the family, that is our father, and kids do listen to the parents. And right now, parents have transformed a lot. They listen to the kids. What should we do? You give your opinion, and also the partner, the wife or the husband of the daughter and son. They listen and they take advice. They go on holiday with them, so they have also transformed, but kids are also taking care of the boundaries. So right now, in our lineage, what is happening? We parents are not creating boundaries with the kids. You can say anything. We have so much of respect for our parents. We can't talk anything. We can talk to our siblings, but we can't talk to our parents about anything, right? Right now, also, I can't talk to my parents about anything. So, but we can talk to our siblings. But right now, parents are talking everything to the kids, and kids are talking everything to the parents, like they are the siblings. Now, this transformation has happened, but I believe there should be some line drawn between the relationship कि वो चीज आप ही को सॉल्व करनी है और वो बात आप तक ही रहनी चाहिए. आई एम देयर टू प्रोटेक्ट यू, आई एम देयर टू हेल्प यू, बट एक गार्जियन को गार्जियन के जैसे ही रहना चाहिए. I don't have any problem.
You already had that understanding that you are just a vessel for the soul to come.
Yeah.
Could you?
So I teach him like.
Could you give some advice around this for new families?
Of course.
Yeah.
Many people. He is my son. He is my pota. He is my nati, and daughter and son. And they are like into power, controlling कि ये मेरे पास रहेगा, मेरे हिसाब से करेगा. No. And let the baby grow with ease, with flow, with lots of happiness. इसके सामने poem सुनाओ. Where's your eyes? Where's your nose? No, baby doesn't. So this is our society that is happening, and I believe that is not right. Let the baby grow. Your baby is very smart. Your baby is very talented, no doubt. But you don't have to prove it to everyone.
Yes.
Try to make your baby a good person, a good human being, a good ritual, like taking care of environment, forgiveness practice, doing gratitude practice. Those things are very important. Doing yoga, exercise, meeting your own self. These things are important. That will help baby to fight a lot in longer term.
There's an interesting point Pratibha mentioned about dark side of spirituality. How do you see that aspect? How do you see people not having a clean vessel and playing the healer role, and their energies are interfering in a way that is, maybe it's even unconscious sometimes, interfering in a way that is not actually healing the other person, but is creating more disbalance in the other people, So how do you see this aspect, the challenges around it, and how to for people to be also mindful around this? Because there's so many in India, it's a circus, right? We have so many healers now, and it's not a good or bad thing, but just for people who are seeking guidance, how can they have a filtration process which is not like, oh, this is all bad, let's just go blindly, like how do you see this aspect?
I think it is your heart connection. There is bad side of everything. कुछ स्कूल भी अच्छे होते, कुछ स्कूल खराब होते, कुछ फ्रेंड्स अच्छे होते नहीं होते. वैसे स्पिरिचुअलिटी में भी there is dark side and positive side. So few people as a soul, they take advantage of this spirituality and they earn lots of money, and they advise people to do things that they should not because of less knowledge. So there is dark side of everything. It is, you have to listen to your heart. Are you getting benefit? Is this person talking truth? Is this person talking reliable things? इससे मुझे कुछ नुकसान तो नहीं हो रहा, इससे नुकसान नहीं हो रहा. You have to have that presence of mind.
But let's say people who are suffering, is not able to think with discernment, because many people are not able to have that discernment sometimes, so how do you suggest for those specific, I don't want to say like lost souls, but like souls in a journey where they're in a vulnerable position, let's say, and that is the time when they seek for help, right, or guidance, or not seek anything at all. So how do you see, what would you say to people in that kind of journey, and they're not able to connect with their heart? Like, let's say they're not able to connect with the heart. There's just so much,
See, if I got your question, if you are a broken soul, if you are having so much of problem in your life and you want someone to help you, just see whether that person is able to help you or not, whether you feel light or not. The basic thing that will happen, like in my tarot session ke beech mein, you will start feeling better. You will like, I'm coming with lots of problem and I'm going without the problem. वो intensity होनी चाहिए अगर आप उस इंसान से मिल रहे हो तो. बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स के पास लोग जाते हैं बिना दवाई लिए, उनको ऐसा फील होता है कि आई एम बेटर, अब मैं इनका दवाई लूंगी तो मैं और अच्छी हो जाऊंगी, बट मेरे को ट्रस्ट है कि ये डॉक्टर मुझे ठीक कर देंगे. ऐसा होता है बहुत सारे लोग के साथ. सेम चीजें आपको हीलर के साथ या किसी एस्ट्रोलॉजर के साथ या टारो रीडर के साथ फील होना चाहिए कि ये इंसान, इस इंसान के थ्रू मैं ठीक हो सकता हूँ या हो सकती हूँ. यू विल फील लाइट इफ दैट पर्सन इज राइट.
right.
दिस इज वेरी सिंपल. देयर इज नो डेप्थ इन थिंग इन दिस टॉपिक. पहले आपको लाइट फील होगा, कुछ दिन में आपको बेटरमेंट दिखेगा, उसके कुछ दिन में आप देखोगे आप खुद को हेल्प कर रहे हो. ये 3 स्टेज होता है.
Yeah, I think the third step is a very good indicator. It's like, are you self-empowered now?
Yes.
You know?
Can you help yourself? Can you also help your family? If your child is not feeling well and earlier you were not able to manage your house emotionally, अभी आप better हो, तो आप क्या अपने child को ठीक कर पा रहे हो, अपने partner को ठीक कर पा रहे हो with the help of counseling only. अगर आप वो कर पा रहे हो, then you are with the right person.
Yeah, this whole aspect of the generational time or systematic time where, fast pace, burnouts, depressions, anxieties, so many things going on in the world, and amplification from social media, and people are like addicted to social media, so they're not able to kind of create that, distance or boundaries with technology. So there's like high levels of mental health issues, right? Everybody has gone through it. I'm sure you too, and as well.
Yeah.
So how in your kind of journey, how are you integrating, first of all, this aspect? And I also want to connect it with shadow work. So shadow side of things,
Yes.
and everybody,
Yes.
right? We all have shadows. So how are you integrating this aspect in your life first, and also in your profession, let's say?
So what I see, the main thing in this anxiety and low self-esteem problem is comparison. मैंने इंस्टाग्राम में किसी का वीडियो स्टोरी देखा, वो तो एक पिक्चर है और उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी सी म्यूजिक लगा के, बहुत अच्छा सा बैकग्राउंड लगा के उसे पोस्ट कर दिया. आई एम लाइक, वाओ, दैट पर्सन इज सो हैप्पी, व्हाई आई एम नॉट हैप्पी. कंपैरिजन. पहला तो सेल्फ डाउट वहीं आ जाता है. अदर थिंग, द शैडो वर्क दैट यू टॉक्ड अबाउट इज people never want to look at their shadow. हो रही है, मुझे मालूम है हो रही है, बहुत सारे मेरे क्लाइंट्स हैं जिनको होता है, but they will never agree कि मुझे jealousy feel हो रही है. That is not working in your shadow. और jealousy feel होना, insecure feel होना, sad feel होना is not abnormal. This is totally normal. उनके लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा है जो मेरे साथ नहीं हो रहा है and I'm feeling not happy. But क्योंकि उनकी लाइफ में अच्छा है इसलिए that is wrong. You can create your own vision board, what you actually want in your life, not because of that other person is doing, other person has achieved. आप अपना विजन बोर्ड बनाओ और सबसे पहले अपनी लाइफ को ये देखो कि मेरी लाइफ में मुझे प्रॉब्लम कहाँ से आ रहा है, मुझे ट्रिगर कहाँ से हो रहा है. Then only you will be able to help your shadows. इनसिक्योरिटी होती है, मे बी सिबलिंग्स को लेके बहुत कंपैरिजन हुआ होगा बचपन में, तो आपके अंदर इनसिक्योरिटी आ गई होगी. देन के स्कूल में कुछ ऐसी मे बी इश्यूज हो सकती है जिसकी वजह से शैडो वर्क पे आपको यू आर नॉट एबल टू फेस योर ओन प्रॉब्लम्स. बहुत लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनको सोशलाइज करना ही नहीं पसंद, तो वो अपने पार्टनर के साथ भी बाहर नहीं जाते हैं, तो उनका पार्टनर सफर कर रहा है, तो वो क्यों हो रहा है? देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम. मे बी आपको क्राउड के साथ कंफर्टेबल नहीं लगता है, मे बी आप 4 लोग के सामने.
Social anxiety, it's become a big thing.
Yes. Also security. You don't feel safe with many people. You feel safe at your comfort zone at your house. So this is a very huge topic, like childhood traumas, working on your shadows, tarot also, healing also, and becoming a channel, becoming a vessel, giving light and energy to someone. This is individually very very huge topics, but every people needs that. No one is perfect, but I think अगर आप 3 months में एक वर्कशॉप लेते हो और खुद को रिवाइव करते हो, खुद को अच्छी एनर्जी में डालते हो, इट्स लाइक टेकिंग अ डिप इन लाइक गंगा
Yeah.
actually. And it's like feeding your soul. You feed your body every day, we should also feed our soul.
Yeah. Can you share your processes of how you deal with it on your individual level for yourself? Some of it.
Yes, of course. So when I started my journey, then I told you that I was doing fashion business management. That was the different field, and I started with tarot. Then I become bit conscious कि लोग गलत बोलेंगे मेरे रिलेटिव में. When I started with healing, तो लोग बोलते थे
Insecurities and
ये तो
doubts.
कुछ नहीं होता, कुछ नहीं होता है. When I started with hoodoo practice, they're like जादू टोना करती है. When I left thinking about them, it took some time, it took courage, it took practice. That what I am doing, I know. And when I receive messages, yeah, that is what I'm sharing. When I received messages from my clients, from my patients, that Dee, you are the angel in my life. Because of you, I'm smiling. Because of you, I'm living. I received those beautiful, beautiful messages that gave me the power. But everybody is not going to receive all those messages because not everybody is therapist, right? But
Exactly.
every people feel this problem कि लोग बोलते हैं, first of all, पेपर पेन लेके बैठो और अपने बारे में लिखो. 5 अच्छी चीजें, 5 खराब चीज. अच्छी चीजों को 10 बार पढ़ो, खराब चीजों पे काम करो. जस्ट टैप योर ओन शोल्डर्स. आपको ऐसा लग रहा है आप लाइफ में कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो आप देखो कि आप परसों क्या कर रहे थे, कल क्या किए और आज क्या कर रहे हो. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉन्ग स्पैन ऑफ टाइम, है ना?
So I wanna ask you around this. Is there 2 aspects? One is
Yeah.
the validation-seeking mindset and avoiding
Yeah.
rejection mindset. So today's generation, or I think everybody, not just today's generation, are very hooked onto this. It's like अगर validation मिल रहा है तो अच्छा ये सही कर रहा हूँ मैं. अगर rejection फिर मिल रहा है तो अच्छा यार क्या हो गया? So there's this like, look, I don't need your validation. I care about the rejection either. I'm doing this because this is what I need to do. This is what I'm here to do.
Yep.
It's like that
Yep.
clarity as a function, that your function is this and I'm in alignment for this. Like how
I think if the person is having daily routine, a good routine, if the person is happy from heart, if the person is not emotionally dependent on someone else, then you are at right place.
Yeah, this
know?
let's go into this emotional dependency, because I think this is a more India specific things in a way, where the emotional dependencies, even the old structures of relationships, people see relationships like as a dependent cycle. They cling on to the one another as a way that this person will heal me. If I feel bad, this person will make me feel better, and they end up in like this codependent relationship, right? And it's happened to all of us. It's happened to me as well. But the key is to how to break out of the codependencies and create that more sovereign kind of relationships, right? And there's that aspect where you have to create boundaries, you have to create healthy dynamics. So how, first of all, help people understand that when they are in an emotional dependency relationships, most people don't even know. For them, it's a normal, this is how a normal relationship works. They don't realize how much energy is getting drained in that process, right? And then how to break out of that and create healthier relationships.
If you are facing some problem and you are calling one person again and again, and you are sharing each and everything with that person, and if you are taking advice of that person, and then you're doing what that XYZ person has said you to do, then you are emotionally dependent. You have to figure out whether you are emotionally dependent or not, if you want to. See, you can help only those people who want to help themselves.
Yes.
मेरे हस्बैंड ने किया, मेरी सास ने ये किया, मेरी वाइफ ने ये किया. Whether you are sharing that thing, with the person again and again, and every day, if that thing is running in your mind whole day, whole night, then you are getting in the trap of emotional weakness, I'll say.
Entanglement.
Yes, entanglement. Energy entanglement बहुत strong है. अभी ऐसे situation में as a healer, what I do, I just cut the cords, energy cords, to make that person feel better. एक बार उस इंसान को better feel होता है, then I do the counseling. That why this happened, this thing, this situation came in your life because of this thing. Then now you have to do the practice. I teach them the practices also. Maybe salt therapy, maybe doing meditation, just the breathing exercise. बहुत लोग ऐसे होते हैं, I will not do the meditation. It's okay. You do breathing exercise. आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, आप breathing exercise करो. धीरे धीरे with the help of healing, they start doing the meditation also. And they get detached with the person जिस पे वो emotionally dependent थे.
Right.
Everything you can't do on your own. But at least you can take a step to do that. First figure out कि ऐसा आपके साथ हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. Are you being dependent on a person for every situation of your life? Are you feeling better after sharing your toxic talk with that person? Are you feeling better? Then you are getting emotionally dependent. और उससे share करके आप उसके भी emotions को खराब कर रहे हो.
Right. Exactly.
और वो इंसान जो एडवाइस दे रहे हैं वो अपनी लाइफ के हिसाब से दे रहे हैं. आपकी लाइफ में क्या सही है उनको नहीं पता है. You are the only driver of your life. That person have to understand.
Can you share now this mechanism specifically for intimate relationships and partnerships where naturally codependency form because you're two humans sharing a life and you have your humanity, right? How to manage that, and it's a constant management work. How to manage that?
Okay, डिपेंडेंसी होती है, बट अभी जो हमारी लाइफ है मैंने ये देखा कि डिपेंडेंसी कम है. हमारे मम्मी पापा दादा दादी के एज में मैंने देखा ऑल द विमेन आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन मेन इन फॉर एवरीथिंग. अगर उनको शॉपिंग जाना है, they need car, they will ask the husband कि आप मुझे
But
कार
also,
भेज दो.
the other side, the men are completely emotionally dependent on women.
Yes, now a lot. I am seeing every second male member is dependent on women. वो शो नहीं करेगा, भी नहीं चलेगा, but every second male member is dependent on emotionally on his wife.
This is now. I'm asking if this was more older generation or also now.
No, right now it is happening more, because earlier in the older generation,
It is happening more.
yes, it is happening more because in the older generation people were so busy in their life, business, raising kids, raising family, feeding everyone, because earlier there used to be like huge family of like 10 people, 15 people, 25 people. Now people has to just feed one family, like on an average 5 member. उसमें भी women are also earning. You are also having the backup of the generational money that you have. So you don't have so much of burden and work to do. So खाली दिमाग क्या होता है? Emotions, feelings. तो वो feelings आप कहाँ निकालते हो? अपनी sharing आप किससे करते हो? अपने partner. तो emotionally बहुत strong होते थे लोग. Women ज़्यादा weak होती थी emotionally. मैंने जो देखा है. क्योंकि उनको weak की that you are not good enough to say, तुम चुप हो जाओ. अभी नहीं, क्योंकि वो सुनेंगी नहीं. Because they know that they are good enough to say. That's the difference.
In your
So
view,
between-
men are struggling more.
Emotionally, yes, I have whole lots of patients who talk their heart out, and I see that they feel lonely. They feel very hollow.
Yeah,
And
loneliness and depression is the real COVID actually.
Yes, because they are a male member, they are not allowed to speak about it. They feel that no, I can't share this thing with my family because they will feel that I'm into depression. They will feel कि हमारे घर में कुछ बहुत बड़ा हो गया है, कुछ बहुत problem हो गया.
You think it's still a very taboo thing even now?
Yes, it is. It is. आपको पेट में दर्द होगा, आपकी फैमिली तुरंत बोलेगी डॉक्टर को दिखाओ. बट अगर आप मेंटली बैलेंस नहीं हो, डॉक्टर आपकी फैमिली बोलेगी कि ऐसे ही तुम जाओ घूम के आओ. Actually, they will not. If you are going to a counselor या psychiatrist, they will make a big thing, psychiatrist, के पास जाना पड़ रहा है, काउंसलर के। यहाँ पेट का ऑपरेशन भी हो जाए तो बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है, गॉल ब्लैडर ही तो निकला है, सबका निकलता है, you know, there's a taboo.
I'm loving talking to you. I feel like I'm in Bihar right now. I'm loving it. You know this, actually, you might know this. You know this Kavod Yatra? I just have this memory coming
Yes,
up. I was in
yes,
Varanasi.
yes, Devghar.
Yeah, in Varanasi a few years ago, and it was the final concluding day of Kavod Yatra, and me and my wife were on a boat on the Ganga. And they were like these. They would have been at least 5 से 10 लाख लोग तो होंगे, and I would say 95% from Bihar, and they're all walked from Bihar to Varanasi, and
yes,
they were
yes.
all doing this beautiful ceremony next to Ganga. It was so beautiful actually, because they was making these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, I don't know, it just came to me this.
So there's one more very peaceful space, Jyotirling. You must have heard that there are few Jyotirlings in India. तो एक हमारे बिहार में ही है, देवघर।
देवघर, या।
तो वहां पे भी लोग कावड़ लेके जाते हैं। तो उस स्थान पे अगर आप पहुंच गए, that's the blessing of the God. हम लोग यहाँ पहुंच गए, we pour the jal to the Lord Shiva.
You have been to Devghar?
Yes, I went to Bodh Gaya also, Devghar also, Banaras also. So last month it was my husband's birthday. We all went to Banaras.
Nice. I'll visit you guys when I come to Bihar.
Sure, most welcome. Please come.
Okay, one last question. One practice for everyone, simple practice for both men, women, all generations that they can do from today that will really help them implement maybe small steps in the journey towards, let's say, self-realization.
They should do 10 random gratitude practice. For them, 5 for themselves and 5 for like universe. Like, thank you for taking care of my own body. Thank you for this beautiful day. For any random things.
Right.
Thank you for my partner. Thank you for wonderful family. Thank you, Megha, for doing this wonderful podcast. I can tap myself. No. So like this, you will never need appreciation from others because you will be fulfilled.
Self-love. Wow, thank you so much, Megha. A lot of gifts and gems in here. I feel very good to have this connection. Would you like to share anything else? Anything else coming to you that you would like to share?
So I can talk whole day. I can share whole day. There is no limit in sharing my experience. So there is no limit.
That is coming more that you would like to share.
I think just be sensitive with your people should be very sensitive with themselves. They are being very harsh. मुझे ये करना है, मुझे वो करना है, you know, because of social media, because of fast running cities. People who are living in Bombay and Delhi, they are living a very isolated life, I think, and they should take some time out for their family because they will find peace there, you know. Going and meeting their parents, maybe visiting their grandparents, going back to their childhood and living that life once again. That will help them a lot in their mental, emotional growth also. I believe that.
Yeah.
And they should be calm and happy and relaxed. ऐसा नहीं है कि संडे है, सैटरडे संडे छुट्टी है तो चलो मनाली होके आ जाते हैं। अब मनाली जा रहे हो तो 1 हफ्ते के लिए जाओ, आराम से रिलैक्स होके आओ। 2 दिन के हश में एंजॉय नहीं कर पाते, यू नो। पीपल हैव बिकम वेरी फास्ट। वहीं पे लैपटॉप लेके जाएंगे, वहीं काम कर लेंगे। तो आपने अगर काम किया तो आप एंजॉय।
बैलेंस बेसिकली, देयर इज नो
बैलेंस। यस यस। काम कर रहे हो तो 100% काम, घूम रहे हो तो 100% घूमो, खा रहे हो तो अच्छे से खाओ, यू नो। फोकस ऑन व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, लिव द प्रेजेंट मोमेंट। यस, I think that's the thing that is missing in most of the people.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Megha, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.